Straight lost. Distortion. Ha 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 ha. Check it out. Big Pooh, Fonte, Big Doe, holding down for my man Night Wonder. We all little brothers. Right now you watching Distortion and Static. Check it out. Ha ha ha.
We're from Durham, North Carolina. A lot of people don't think of North Carolina as like a musical hotbed or whatever, but that's where we're from. That's where we bring it.
Okay, cool. Y'all heard the album. I'm a big fan of the album.
Thank you.
You know, a lot of people will try to, try to say your style sounds like this artist or this group. Like, how would you talk about your own style? And how would you, characterize that?
I would just characterize it as just real good music, man. First and foremost, my thing is never to, try to hit people with a message or to, or anything like that. You can't put, the horse before the cart. It's like the basis has always got to be good music. And so that's our basis, just good music, real dope beats, rhymes that aren't necessarily just deep or, real, esoteric rhymes, but just rhymes that people can relate to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the formula for Little Brother. Dope beats, dope rhymes, and just good music, man. It's real good music, for real.
Well, I was actually talking to this guy upstairs, and the term he kept saying is like, early '90s hip hop and just, old school type stuff. Would you guys call yourself like, sort of like pioneers, like in the early '90s style, or would you say it's sort of like a new thing that you guys are doing?
Man, that's just us, man. That's a lot of the music we still listen to is music from, that era, like 94, 93, 94, 95. So, of course, that's the type of music we listen to, that's the type of music we want to hear. Right. So that's the type of music we do.
Right. So, do you guys have any artists that you're hooking up with that, just MCing wise, just producing wise?
Staying busy, man. Did a joint with hooked up with DJ Spinner. I did a joint with him, Intergalactic Soul. We did a joint. We hooked up with Pete Rock for Soul Survivor 2.
Oh, okay.
That he previewed one of the songs on KMEL like the other day. That was real dope. Kanye West. Hooked up with him. Ninth Wonder, our producer, who's not here right now. He was in the studio working with Jay-Z. He made the track for the Black Album. So that'll be out November 28th. You know what I'm saying? So we just always working, man. We always staying hungry and keep working as if we're not even signed and as if, nothing is happening. You got to keep that hunger.
Well, can you guys tell us where you got the name from, the name Little Brother, just what it means?
Oh, man.
When we first sat down with the name, we just, the whole idea behind the name was just to come up with something that when you go to the record store, you wouldn't know, you couldn't tell like what type of music we did. You didn't know if we did ska, funk, rock and roll, alternative, whatever. So Little Brother came about. You're curious, you go see it at the record store, Little Brother, what's that? You know what I'm saying? Right. What's that all about? And later on, we formed the ideology that we grew up listening to Tribe Called Quest, Pete and CL, EPMD, all them greats. We grew up listening to them, and they were like our big brothers in music. So we, in turn with that Little Brothers, carrying on the tradition of creating, dope music.
Right. Do y'all want to talk about artists that's non-hip hop that y'all listen to? Because I know, y'all do a lot of samples on the album, and if you want to talk about artists that influence you, that non-hip hop wise.
Yeah. Probably me. I'm like probably just the biggest sponge of the group just because I listen to everything. Right. You know what I'm saying? Everything from like, the 70s soul, like, Aretha, Donnie, Stevie, Marvin. That's like almost textbook, you know what I'm saying? Outside of like alternative rock, probably one of my favorite bands is Radiohead. Just the way they make albums, they just make albums that seem to express complete ideas, and I just really admire that. Radiohead, man, God, a lot of cats. I listen to so much stuff, man. I listen to so much.
I feel that though.
God, Radiohead, classic soul. I went record shopping today. Like, I bought like the Kraftwerk album. because I just had to get that back. I mean, I listen to everything, man. If it's good music, if it's got soul, I'm digging it. I listen to it all. I listen to it all.
Fontane's range is wider than mine, but basically we listen to some of the same things like Radiohead. I listen to a lot of Radiohead, a lot of Prince, a lot of Marvin Gaye. Just since the tour I've been put up on this other cat, Lewis Taylor. I think he's from England or he's from somewhere overseas. He's dope. James Taylor.
James
Taylor. Let's do some James Taylor.
He's from North Carolina too.
He's great. He's one of the greats.
The Eagles, I bought that today. I bought the Eagles greatest hits today. That joint is, I've been banging that. Eagles, Steve Miller Band, like that 70s rock like that, you know what I'm saying? Zeppelin. Man, it's just so much soul in a lot of different music, man. So anything with soul and real heart, real feeling, I'm on it.
Yeah, I'm feeling that though, because there's a lot of creativity in that music, though, definitely.
Oh yeah, without question.
One thing I really like about the album is that the interludes, it kind of goes as one complete album. Is that something you guys are striving for, or just, because I know you got the radio interludes, and really feeling all that stuff.
Yeah, that was something that we definitely wanted to, we set out to accomplish. We didn't sit down and okay, we're gonna make an album like this. We just pretty much just recorded songs, and then somehow they just seemed to flow together. We found a way to make it fit or whatever. But I was just always a big fan of albums like Nation of Millions, De La Soul is Dead, Death Certificate by Ice Cube, America's Most Wanted by Ice Cube, just albums like that, man, that just told a whole story. And you could if you wanted to, you could just pick one track out and listen to it, but it's kind of like watching one scene from a DVD, you know what I'm saying? On Death Certificate, I mean, that joint is like a movie, man, you know what I'm saying? And every song has a place, and it's just very, carefully put together, and just the brilliance of albums like that, you just don't see too often no more, man. And I just really miss the feeling of listening to albums like that, like it was like a, you know what I'm saying, like a cinematic experience or whatever. So that was the idea. We just want to take it back to a time when albums were albums and were meant to be listened to in their entirety, versus just, okay, just give us 3 singles and the rest you can do what you want to do with, and we'll call it an album, see what sticks. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to make an album that made sense from beginning to end.
Right. Something I'm thinking of also. I know you guys, it's your first album, nationally. I'm assuming it's your first album, right?
Yeah.
So, I know there's an underground joint.
Nah.
But
we got 12 albums out for it, man. This is number one. This is number one.
Right. So y'all did that. Y'all accomplished that. Is that it for you guys? Is that, are you guys satisfied where you are, or do you, what do you guys?
Never gonna be satisfied, man. Fontaine just finished up an album, Foreign Exchange, with this cat named Nicolay, who actually did the B-side to our first single, Light It Up, from the Netherlands. They never met each other to this day. They did the whole album via the internet. Oh, okay. So that's a dope project that's done. My project, as soon as I get home, I gotta wrap it up. Got Knife on it, another producer from the league, from our crew, the Justice League Crisis, and a couple other cats, Big Doe. That's gonna be crazy. It's like the first project in the camp where more than one producer was solely used. So that's gonna be crazy. Then in January, of course, the other outside work that we've done. And then in January, it's time to go back to the lab and start album number 2. You can never be satisfied. When you get satisfied,
that's when you fall off.
That's when things go wrong.
That's when you fall off.
You can never be as hungry as you know what I'm saying, you were when you made your first album, but you gotta treat making albums like crack. You gotta search for that first album all over again. You know what I'm saying? So
word up.
So is there any question that y'all want me to ask in particular, anything you want me to focus on?
You guys got a website?
Yeah.
If y'all want to
go ahead and plug the website.
Contact, you know what I'm saying, you can hit us up, littlebrothermusic.com. That's all spelled phonetically. It's not Lil Bruh, nothing like that. It's, littlebrothermusic.com. And, you can hit us up through there, through our email and everything. We also got sound clips, you can download and everything. okplayer.com, we also on there. We featured artists on there. thejusticeleague.com /lawn, that's like our message board. Well, Little Brother Music take you there anyway, but that's like the home of our crew, the Justice League. And just keep checking for Little Brother music, man. We definitely gonna keep making it. You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep making dope stuff for y'all to hear, and hopefully y'all will feel it.
And yeah, for those that don't know, go ahead and plug the album out right now.
Oh, the album out right now is called The Listening. It is available in some stores now. It's out right now. Little Brother, The Listening, ABB Records. If you go to a store and they don't have it, just, it is some way that they can get it, but, they might have to jump through a couple hoops or whatever. But just go and tell them that you're really looking for the record, and they'll get it in.
15 other people looking for the record.
Yeah.
And they might order something.
Yeah, really. So just stay on them. They'll get it in there. The Little Brother, The Listening, out now, online, in stores. Go get it. Y'all will like it, for real.
Can I ask one more question?
What's up?
Is there one song on the album, or actually, what's one song on the album that's your favorite that you really take a lot of pride in? If you could just name one.
For me personally, I'm proud of the whole album, but I guess just the song to me that speaks the most to me is The Way You Do It. Because when I wrote that verse, or when me and Pooh wrote the song rather, we was just talking about just our love for live performances, you know what I'm saying? And just since we've been on this tour, and it makes more sense now, kind of hits close to home, just seeing the response that we've been getting, and when we performed to crowds that 75% of the people there didn't know who we were. Right. By the end of the show, it was, you know what I'm saying? Sure. That's like the big to me. So The Way You Do It for me is like, right now, that's like my personal, that's my personal anthem, just because it talks about just a love for live performing and just the magic of connecting with your fans from a live standpoint. Because a lot of artists don't do that. Yeah. A lot of artists make dope records, but their live shows,
Right.
So that's me.
For me, it's probably The Listening. When we made that song, the point of the song was, to basically say that people don't really listen, to albums anymore. They don't really listen to songs anymore, and it's kind of taking on a deeper meaning as I've been on the road for the past 6 weeks. It's like, you got people coming up to you, and it's just been crazy. And as I go back and listen to that song in hindsight, it's taking on a, greater meaning for me. So The Listening is probably my favorite song at the moment.
So yeah, can I play off that though? Yeah, because that's
sure.
one of my favorite songs too. Like, why do you think that people are like that? Just stop listening to hip hop. Like, as long as the beat's banging, people are like, they like it.
That's it, man.
People they want things. The
Yeah.
microwave. They want things now. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to have to sit and not saying that you gotta break out a dictionary with the sources to figure out what we're saying, but they want things now. They want it dumbed down.
Cats don't want to think, man. Cats don't want to think, so they want it dumb and quick. Those like the two. If y'all want to know, like, for all y'all watching, y'all want to know like the ingredients to like a hit record, you know what I'm saying? Make it dumb and make it quick. Make it so that after the first 10 seconds, they know what the song is about, and you got a hit record, you know what I'm saying? Make sure your subject matter is something that everybody know. Like if you're talking about a girl, I'm in the club, or
you may not be around this time next year.
Yeah, but you will probably cake off. In the time that you'll cake off in that 1 year, you'll probably make more than Little Brother will make in 3 years. So, you know what I'm saying? You'll probably have to be on Behind the Music like the year after that, you know what I'm saying? Or Where Are They Now, VH1 special. But you'll have cake. So make it dumb and make it quick. You know what I'm saying? That's how they do it, man. That's,
right.
Hits are just, cats don't really want to listen no more. Technology too, you know what I'm saying? The CDs were invented, and cats is like, okay, you know what I'm saying? You cats don't really even have to listen to music no more. It's not like, when you, back in the days, cat had tapes, and
you gotta listen to the songs.
Yeah, you gotta listen through, or like vinyl albums where like, listening to vinyl, just putting the needle on the record and watching it spin, that's like an event in itself. So it's like the music, you can actually like see the music. It's like, wow, you know what I mean? But now, CDs, MP3s, it's kind of taking a lot of soul. It's kind of taking the human element just out of listening to music in itself. Right. So then you add on top of that, the music that's coming out is just bad, you know what I'm saying, on top of that. So then you just get a generation of kids who are just totally taken away from just that feeling of running to the store, buying an album, ripping the plastic off, looking at the liner notes, putting it in, and listening. You know what I'm saying? Then you got that microwave generation, man. So, hopefully, good music can change that, though. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, we can help to bring about some kind of change.
So yeah, another question is more of a personal question, but being from the Bay, is there anyone in hip hop that you guys have felt from the Bay over history or now? Anyone in particular?
Short. Short, man. We was talking about we was actually talking about on the RV, man, on our little bus or whatever, because like we all went shopping. We went music shopping like a couple days ago, and like we're from North Carolina, and like everybody else on the tour is from the Bay, and so it was just interesting to see what all the Bay cats was buying. Like he was buying like, one of the guys on our crew, Lee, he bought like Born to Mac, Sally Sale. He bought like a Mac Mall record. I mean, you know what I'm saying, just real Bay stuff. So, you know, a lot of those cats, some of them I knew, you know what I'm saying, just because I used to like read the source and I like see him or whatever, but, you know, the only real cat that like was really that kind of crossed over was like Short, you know what I'm saying. Short was just, you know what I'm saying, dude made like 14, 15 records, didn't change one note, you know what I'm saying. He made like the same record like 15 times over, just, you know, just spitting game, man. And I mean, you gotta respect that, man. Dude was about his hustle, you know what I'm saying. And we would just listen to his record like, yo, this is hip hop, you know what I'm saying. A lot of that, I mean, he talking about, you know, pimping and, you know, doing all kind of stuff where the underground crowd now would look at that and be like, oh, that ain't hip hop, you know, you need to be conscious, you need to be this, that, and the third. But back then, you know, Born to Mac, you know, Short Dogs in the House, yeah, that was hip hop, you know what I'm saying? So Short was a cat I always admired, man. I just thought he was funny, you know what I'm saying, man. And we met him too in Miami. Like, we met him, and he was real cool. He was real cool people. So Short, man.
Yeah, it's all good.
Short, Sally Sale, Spice One, all the cats, man. JT the bigger figure.
Met him too.
Yeah, we met him too. That's okay.
He looked like Tyrese's brother.
I'm forgetting somebody too, man. Of course, Souls of Mission. That like goes without saying. I'm trying to think of somebody else, man. But yeah, that's about it though. Going about it. Short and Souls. Those are like the two opposite ends of the spectrum. Yeah, like that's what did it for me. Short and High Road. Those are my draft picks.
So